Southampton is a club that fights to avoid relegation, yet somehow sells stars as if it were Real Madrid. Mane, Van Dijk, Luke Shaw, Lallana, over 400 million euros in a single decade. Yes, this is the king of player trading in England, and today you are going to see why. Because inevitably, one question comes to mind. How can such a small club produce 100 million euros players again and again, and still be on the edge of collapse every single season? In the next few seconds, you are going to see how they reached the top, why their own success almost destroyed them, and how that very same system brought them back to life. You have entered into Football Finance Files. Before football ever talked about data, algorithms, analytics, or statistical models, Southampton was already doing something that today looks normal, but back then felt like science fiction, analyzing hundreds of matches, spotting hidden performance patterns, and using that information to buy low, develop talent, and sell high. They weren't a club, they were a company. They saw what others overlook, turning 8 million signings into 70 million sales. But the system had one problem. You won't find in any report. Every asset took years to develop, and the Premier League doesn't wait for anyone. Because every time a star walked out the door, they left a huge hole in the team. They sold players for 40, 60, 80 million, but on the pitch, the team lost its soul. One year, you could sell your best player. The next summer, the same. And the next one, again. Rebuilding an entire squad every single year just is not sustainable, not even for a giant, and definitely not for Southampton. Then the Premier League exploded. The big clubs became even bigger, and Southampton got trapped between two walls, too good to go down, but too weak to compete. And slowly the model that worked perfectly in Excel started breaking down on the pitch. And then the inevitable happened. Relegation, a blow that no transfer fee could ever prevent. But the craziest part is that the same system that dragged them down was the one that pulled them back up. They had no money for big signings, so they went back to the one thing they had always been exceptional at: finding raw gems, polishing them, and turning them into elite players. And piece by piece, talent by talent, they rose again. So in the end, Southampton is exactly that, the small club that survived by playing the same game as the giants, but with zero margin for error, a rare mix of brilliance and fragility, of success and self-destruction, that makes them truly unique in England. And if it surprised you that a club like this can survive by creating talent, wait until you see what FC Porto does, because that is not a model. It's an industrial machine built to generate capital gains, a club whose entire business depends on selling players every single year, but in a completely different way than Southampton. Watch this video right here, click it now, it's going to blow your mind.